It's about to be funny. Because Naya is
Hey y'all.
Naya is popular, so Naya's gonna want to do some stuff like
Hey y'all. So y'all, I want to get right into it. Grand Rising. I want to get right into it, y'all. About the follow-up questions to the Tyrone Davis reading. I think his name was like I don't know what his name was on. I can't remember. I don't know if it was like Pretty Boy Dro or real N-word Dro. I can't remember what it was. But y'all know I did the reading the other day. I did Stepdaddy Dro. Okay, that's what it was. So I had one of his family members, one of his cousins reach out to me and basically confirm some of the things that I said. Well, most of the things that I said. And so I had some people that had follow-up questions on TikTok, and I was trying to upload the videos from TikTok here so that if you had the same questions, I could basically give you the answers. But okay, the first follow-up question that somebody asked was, well, why did she take all the money out of his account? Okay. Hold on, y'all. I gotta pay for this food. Give my wallet, Chester. So they wanted to know, why did she take all the money out of his account? Yes, ma'am. Hold on one second, y'all. Paying for me and Chassie's little lunch, child.
You can keep the change.
Thank you. I don't need it. I got so much change in this car. I know this is probably mine, child. Well, no, this one might be mine because this one feel heavy. Why am I giving you this money is the question. Hold on, y'all. One second. I'm giving you
that money.
I am not. Thank you
can
so
give
much.
it to me. You know, that can be for my work.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. I think that pimple popped finally.
I got one.
Yeah, I've been using my little pimple patches. Okay, so anyway, so basically they wanted to know, why did she take all the money out of his account? So I broke down why, and if you follow me on TikTok, go look at my last 2 TikTok videos because I break it down in great detail, but I'm gonna summarize it here. But it's broken down in great detail on TikTok, and I don't want to upload multiple videos, but I may still just upload both of the videos because they both are like 3 minutes long, because I literally broke down the questions that they asked. So the first thing that I got is because she felt entitled to his money. She felt like she should be compensated for everything she's went through with him. She felt like she wanted to get it before somebody else got it. And I would think you can keep the change and throw the receipt away. Thank you. She felt like she wanted to get it, but before his other family, I guess the aunt who he shared the account with, took it. Like, basically, he was gone and he couldn't stop people from taking it. It also talks about her wanting to keep up a facade of strength. You know what I'm saying? Through tragedy and all this stuff like that. But basically, all in all, she felt entitled to it. And the reason why she was not worried about how people would perceive it, meaning like she not being worried about what people thought about her, what people thought about her doing it. Like, she didn't care if she was judged. She felt like she could manipulate her way through that, like by saying, like, she just was in a state of grief, in a state of shock, and all of that good stuff. And basically, that's why she has taken, the money. So she was not worried about the consequences. She was very bold and impulsive in the way. Thank you. You too, ma'am. It was very bold and impulsive in the way that she did it. She did not have any regard for how anybody would feel about how they would feel about her taking the money, because she literally felt like she deserved the money. Like, what was his is hers, and that's just what it is. So, and it gave like a wife energy. Like, she just felt like she's his woman. She deserves that, his riches or whatever he had. Okay, so then the second question that somebody asked me was, if all of this is true, well, then why do the mama believe her, but the daddy side don't believe her? Hey, baby. I'm going to tell y'all something. The cards that I pulled about the mom does not give me a mother that... It does not give me a mother that is confrontational, right? She gives me a mother that is a sweet lady. She may have had some confrontational moments in her life, but she literally does not want confrontation. She does not want her son to be remembered by surrounding drama. She does not want her son's death to be chaotic. She wants peace. And that would make sense, because I was made aware by the family member that the mom had lost all 3 of her sons in like a 5-year span. So this lady don't got no more fight in her, and she is taking it as she just wants peace, and at least she has some kind of answer, and that's enough closure for her, and this, that, and the third. Okay, so hey, so that is kind of, for her, it's just like she would rather take the more positive way, because she felt so positive about her son. She felt like he was a good person, and she don't want to believe that somebody would do anything to harm him. She wants to believe that it was just an accident, that it was not what it was. Whereas the dad of the family, they want answers to know what could have possibly happened. Why is there so many different stories? Okay. I would just say this reading was a very complex reading. Hey, I would say this is a very complex reading. I just think that in this situation, this is a very tragic situation. Like I said in my reading, I did hear through intuitive writing that this was an accident. Like, the girl, she didn't have an intention on doing anything to him. I feel like it was just the heat of the moment. Somebody asked me, will she go to jail? I did not get immediate jail cards for her, but I did get that she would have to go through an entire process. I do feel like jail is there for her. I do feel like some type of charge will be brought against her, but I don't know if it necessarily be for his unaliving. It could be for conspiracy or something like that, because I didn't get any immediate jail cards for her. And even when I'm trying to channel it intuitively, it feels very uncertain. Very uncertain. This is a very manipulative person. She's very manipulative. She even thought to herself that he was tripping. She even thought to herself that she can manipulate her way by using her grief when approaching the mom about what happened, you know, face full of tears, just being very dishonest and manipulative. And the truth is, y'all, I've heard him clearly tell her when I was doing my meditation, I heard him clearly tell her he did not want to be with her anymore. Like I, he just said he don't want to be together anymore. Like he tried, he want to forgive, but he didn't want to be with her no more. He was breaking up with her, y'all. So, and she didn't want to let him go. And after I posted the reading and stuff, his cousin was actually waiting on me to read it because she follows me. And after I posted it, she reached out and she said, Bree, yeah, this girl has threatened to kill herself. You know, like, she was like, Bree, yeah, like, she threatened to kill herself at the times that he said that he was going to leave her. She has wilded out, wigged out on him. And she also confirmed that they were violent towards each other once upon a time, a long time ago, and that this girl was arrested for domestic violence against him. So she was one of those girls that if I can't have you, can't nobody have you. And confirmed everything for me. Definitely reached out to me and thanked me for doing the reading because she thought that I wasn't gonna do it, which I really wasn't gonna do it, y'all, because I don't like to do readings like that when emotions are high. Amongst families about people that have passed on, because I don't want to offend nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to offend nobody. I feel like when she hit him with the bottle, he tried to get out of the car and he didn't realize how injured he was, how big of the head injury he had. You get what I'm saying? I feel like he just didn't realize how big of the head injury he had, and I feel like that's how he wound up out the car the way he did. I feel like he stumbled out because he did not realize the severity of his head injury. I don't think that he thought in no way, shape, or form that he was not going to make it. So that's what I feel. I feel like I feel like they were mid-argument. He said that he did not want to be with her. I don't feel like they was just like riding and driving. I feel like they had pulled over to talk because he was upset about something that she did that she wasn't supposed to do no more. You get what I'm saying? Like, whatever it was something she wasn't supposed to do again. He had already talked to her about it, and basically I feel like when she hit him, he was trying to get away from her because it was a high conflict situation, and in his mind I feel like he just felt like, oh, okay, I gotta get away from her because I know how this shit gonna go. And it went from 0 to a 60. He did not realize how severe his head injury was. That is what I got from this situation, honestly, y'all. So I don't, you know, that's pretty much what I got. I don't know how the police is gonna play this out. I do feel like the police is not doing their due diligence right now to accurately pinpoint what happened. I feel like they want to kind of open and shut this situation because I feel like the area that they was in is highly racist. They don't really care about black people like that. And y'all know that in Florida, there are a lot of places in Florida that's like that. You know what I'm saying? That it's just a highly racist place. They don't really look into black folks case. They don't look into black folks cases like that. I was about to say, whose shoes? EJ cleaning shoes. He clean. Well, so I think somebody paid him to clean their shoes. But yeah, I feel like there are a lot of places like that in Florida, and I'm not familiar with Gainesville. Junior brought that out. I told you he being mad. So okay, hold on. I'm about to finish telling y'all before I get off of here. I'm not familiar with Gainesville. I lived in St. Petersburg, When I lived in Florida, I'm well versed with Miami. Um, I am well versed with Orlando, Tampa, places like that. But um, those are like big retirement places. And even there in certain spots, you can feel a amount of racism, you know? So I'm just gonna say that Gainesville is a highly racist place. I feel that. I feel that all through my body. As to why like they're not really truly investigating what happened. Thank you, baby. Why they really truly are not investigating what happened. I feel like it's just like a highly racist place. And they're not investigating because honestly, I feel like they don't care. Yeah, I feel like they don't care. You used to live there, you used to live there? I was about to say your name, but I don't do that. We on live. But you used to live there? Like, you used to live in Gainesville, or did you used to live in St. Pete, where I used to live? But yeah. Oh, in Gainesville? Oh my God. Well, yeah. I get highly racist. I do feel like they will get justice. I don't feel like it will be swift. I feel like they're gonna have to keep foot on neck. You hear me? Like, they're gonna have to stay. They're going to have to stay diligent in their fight. Like, they're gonna have to like stay diligently in their fight, because if not, it'll be swept under the rug. The mama is in such heavy grief, she ain't gonna push it. Oh, Gainesville like that for real? I'm telling y'all, they're just hot. I get that they're just highly racist and they don't care. And mom's in heavy grief. She's in heavy grief, y'all. She ain't at a place where she's at a place to fight. And everybody don't respond to grief the same way. And so that's why I tell people, don't judge her, because everybody don't respond to grief the same way. And if you lost 3 of your sons in a 5-year span, that would be a lot for you. I can't even imagine losing one of my kids, let alone all my children. All her children are now deceased. That is a heavy load to carry as a woman, as a mother. So you can't really fault her. You can't really fault her for that. Hey, you can't really fault her for that at all. And me pulling the cards, where it basically says like she's just in a place of grief. And so I commend his father's side for not like talking down on her and kind of just like taking the steering wheel, because this is a bad, hard place for her. And I commend them for taking the driver's seat for her. And I don't know what the aunt said. Y'all, and this is the thing, I gotta catch up on the lives too. Because I don't know what the aunt has said or hasn't said. So I was under the impression that they ain't said nothing about her. But maybe she didn't raise him, I don't know. It's a lot with that family shit. I don't think you can really speak on that. But the mama is accepting things for what it is. I definitely feel like the family just want answers. And the answers that they have gotten do not make sense. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, his daddy's side, they not giving up. They not giving up. I seen a picture of his dad. I guess they screenshotted where he must have went live or whatever. I don't even know what his page is. Honey, it's a fish sandwich. It is good. Um, I guess the dad went live. I don't know his page. I gotta find everybody's page. I don't got nobody's pages. I got the auntie page from the cousin. And then it was somebody that was in my comments that I guess is friends of the family or is some part of their family. And they was, I don't know, being weird in the comments. And so when the cousin actually hit me up, I asked her, like, you know this lady? And she's like, I ain't never seen this lady before in my life, but she may be friends because everybody know us, basically, you know. But I ain't never seen her. So I erased the lady comment. But she sent me the aunt's page. So I got on the aunt page. I see that the aunt done went live. I haven't had time to sit down and listen to it. But I seen a picture of the dad. He is so heartbroken behind the death of his son. He is so heartbroken behind the death of his son. And his father gives me that when he is in turmoil or grief, he is in fight or flight mode. And so that's why I feel like Dad ain't giving up. Dad ain't giving up. They're gonna find out what happened to their son, they family member. He's very heartbroken by the death of his son. It's written all over his face. So I don't know the dynamics, you know, if the mom raised him or not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the mom raised him or not, but I know that his dad's side loves him a lot. And they ain't taking no for an answer. And honestly, the police know that what the girl said don't even make sense because now I seen some people say they done fell out of a car and didn't have no scratches or cut up clothes or whatever. But when I read that his clothes weren't cut up, and I read that last night, I said, oh, they know they don't make no kind of sense. So his grandmama raised him. Okay. Well, let me tell you something, baby. That auntie and that daddy and that auntie is a praying woman. Let me tell y'all something. His aunt is a praying woman. She may have her ways, she may have her days, but that's a praying woman, and that lady ain't playing. Daddy ain't playing either. So I read about the John Doe stuff last night too, because y'all gotta know, when I did the reading, everybody had been asking me to do it, right? And my spirit was pushing me to do it, but I was like, no, man, I don't be wanting to get caught up in no mess. So, basically, a girl asked me again to read it. She inboxed me and said, Brene, can you please read this, please? So I said, okay, let me try, just listen to the synopsis. So I don't know if y'all know the girl Drac on TikTok that do like all the crime cases. But I was like, I'm gonna listen to what Drac got to say about it, and I'm not gonna read the comments before I read it. You know what I'm saying? So I listened to Drac's video. She basically just broke down the surface level shit, right? Basically saying like, you know, this is what happened. The family trying to figure it out. They have questions, y'all. And I was like, okay, let me go see what's up with this. And that's how I read it. So I didn't really start reading on it, reading like what people are saying in the comments and stuff until after I did it. So I don't know if he was listed as a John Doe or not. I'm gonna have to listen to his aunt's live. I have not watched it. I have read comments that people said that happened, but I want to hear what his family has to say versus like third parties, because y'all know shit could get mixed up. So I'm gonna go watch his aunt's live actually in a minute while I'm getting myself together to finish my shipments and stuff. And I'm gonna listen to it while I'm working on packages. And then I'll come back and tell y'all what I think. Oh, his aunt said it? Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna listen because I don't want to read the comments, because people be lying in the comments. They be making up shit. Y'all know that. So I want to know what's true and what's not. But this was a very sad case. I do feel like the girl did not have intention. I do feel like she did not have intention on unaliving him. I just think she was mad that he was leaving her. And she just acted out of rage. You know? So, let's see. She did say, I read her caption last night, so somebody sent me her post. I mean, since I did this reading, y'all, people have been sending me so much information that I gotta take time to go through it. So I did read the Lulu girl post. I feel like she shouldn't have said nothing at all. I feel like instead of making that post, I feel like she shouldn't have said nothing at all. Because her saying that social media wasn't her thing, but she got on social media to say that, it's like, it's obsolete to what you're saying. It gives manipulation. That's just like the whole thing with Christy and Desmond. Desmond could have just not said that. You didn't have to say no. So, to me, it would have been best if she would have just not said anything. Because on one side, you got the perspective of a family that's heavily mourning the loss of their family member. And you come on there and say, you see the narrative that one side, you know, being like shady or matter of factly in some shit where these people, these people, they nephew, son, you know, cousin, brother has passed, and you being matter of factly saying, oh, they giving one, you're being shady towards them, but these people hurt. You shouldn't even said nothing. There are morally correct things to do and not to do in certain situations. And I'm not gonna lie, if I was in that situation, I would give that person's family what they need from me. And because she's not doing that, it's making the situation worse. And I feel like she's not doing it because there is fault here. Whether you meant to or not, it still happened. and coming clean and saying, oh, it was an accident, she knows that now it can't be looked at as an accident because she left the scene. You left the scene and went to the Papa John's for 5 minutes and then went back and was there on the scene when they put him in the stretcher, but you did not identify yourself and who he was to you. That don't look good. That don't look good. So I'ma just say we're gonna see how this go. We're gonna see. Cause I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is she definitely played part in his demise. And I hate that she is afraid to be honest about that. Because at the end of the day, people can be mad all day about something, but what happened happened. It happened. And this is why you got to be able to control your temper and how you feel about some shit. Because if you don't, you fuck up. You fuck up. Yeah, emptying his bank account was wild. I don't even know. I mean, I get it that the aunt had access to the money, but it's like, girl, that's his money. And right now, shit is so crazy. Why would you even do that? Maybe she may have preconceived notions about his family. You know, I'm going to just be real. Sometimes a nigga family do be toxic. You know, not saying that they were, but sometimes a nigga family do be toxic. And you do have to make certain moves when you dealing with a toxic ass family. But at the end of the day, that he's gone. That's worldly possession. You shouldn't even be worried about nothing like that. That's how y'all know I think with my heart. Because I wouldn't even thought to do that. I wouldn't even thought to do that. Sean G, it's on her page what she said. But yeah, like, I wouldn't even thought to do that. That's how y'all know I move off of my heart and stuff. Like, I already did the Christian Desmond reading. Oh, I just haven't uploaded it here. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna upload it when I get off of here. I already did it though. And then the fact that she didn't call them till like a couple of days later, it just don't look good. From a girl's point of view that has been with a man for a long time. I feel like if you being proactive and you living right, you gonna move a certain kind of way. And she just didn't move the way that she needed to move if she wanted to show innocence. You get what I'm saying? So it just looked nasty. It just looked real nasty. Well, the baby mama right to on a conviction. Honestly, because she should do time for what she did to him. You know, even whether it was an accident or not. That's why you have to control your temper, because you can't be going around hitting nobody in the head. Yeah, I feel like the reason why she didn't say nothing is because she hoped that ultimately he would be okay. For sure. For sure. She did not want to believe that she could hurt him in that way. But she did in a fit of rage. She was upset. Hey. She was upset. And yes, y'all, I'm taking a bath in the middle of the day. Before I be making up the baths and stuff, I have to cleanse. So, like, I'm about to get my bouquet in a tub because I got to finish making baths. I'm halfway through my orders. And so, yeah. Um, I gotta get my bouquet in the bag. But I just wanted to come and tell y'all and give y'all a follow-up to that reading, the follow-up questions that people ask me, because I feel like um I feel like um people wanted to know that, like, why did she take the money and so on and so forth. Somebody just said, so it wasn't about an ex texting him. I feel like he was the one leaving because she was talking to somebody else. It was a situation that he already had with her, that she was talking to somebody else. Yeah, y'all, the bags are still on sale. But yeah, I feel like she was talking or dealing with somebody else and he caught her. Like, this was not his first time catching her, and he was done. This was not about him. Yes, I got that he has done things like been sneaky and stuff like that. But this was not what that was about. So I don't know if that's a narrative that she's put out, that they were arguing about that. But I didn't foresee that. I seen today. I foreseen in my intuitive writing. And y'all, 90% of the time when I do, 95% of the time when I do intuitive writing, like I get a vision or a download or something, that's exactly what it was. Because I had that with the Tory Lanez thing. I had that with Nipsey Hussle. You get what I'm saying? So that um that it was something that he caught her doing. See, and look at what Latoya said. I ain't know nothing about that post. I don't know nothing about none of that. I'm just telling y'all what the spirit showed me, that this argument was over something she did. It didn't have nothing to do with nothing he did. This wasn't about him. This argument was not about him. And one girl on TikTok supposed to be sending me a video where he told her in the video that he posted that she was like still on punishment for something or something that happened. So, oh, thank you, Kiki. So yeah, I don't particularly know if she told people that he was texting somebody else, but no, this had something to do with what she did, and he was not happy about it. He was not happy in no way, shape, or form about whatever she did. And he had caught her doing whatever this is before. And I could hear him say, and I heard his voice clear as day. I heard his voice clear as day saying that I told you I wasn't gonna deal with that. I told you I was never gonna deal with that again, and I'm done with that. Like, I'm done with that. I just think we need to be over. I think we need to call it quits. And I heard her begging him and saying no. Like, she did not want them to break up. So I don't know what the narrative is right now in regards to um in regards to what she is saying they was arguing about. But what I got they was arguing about is that he had found out something, and I feel like he went through her phone because I could see him holding a phone. So either he went through her phone or somebody messaged him about something, and he was ready to go, and she just didn't want him to go. And so once I uploaded the reading talking about how my intuitive writing showed me that this was all over him trying to leave her and her not wanting him to leave, and his cousin actually writing me and saying, Bree, yes, every time he have tried to leave her at least 4 to 5 times before, and she would tell him she was gonna kill herself. That's what the cousin told me. She told me that she knew that I was on point, because he had already been trying to leave her. So yeah, I truly don't know, you know, what her narrative is. But I do know that that's what I intuitively heard him saying. Let me see. So yeah, I hope that answers everybody's follow-up questions. If I have any more, I'll come back. Like I said, I gotta listen to um the auntie. Yeah, the cousin told me that that the girl had been arrested for domestic violence before. But yeah, so I'm just gonna have to listen to the aunt's lives while I'm working today, and then if I hear or feel anything else, I'll come back and follow up with it um, as to what I feel or intuitively hear. Um, did she love him? I do feel that she loved him deeply, but she loved him in a way of possession. She loved him in a way of possession, and I feel like that was ultimately what took a toll on their relationship because she tried to control him. Okay, Toya, send me some stuff. Yeah. Because girl, I got one girl on TikTok. She's sending me shit after shit. So I feel like maybe she like a family friend or something. She got ties to it, but she don't want to tell me who she is because she been sending me a lot of stuff since last night. But yeah, I just feel like she loved him in a way of possession. And that was a problem for him because he hated being told what to do. He hated her trying to control him or feeling like she was trying to control him. He hated that about her. He hated that about her. And although she had some very sweet and kind ways, she could be a very nasty person. And he knew that and he disliked that. Oh yeah. I got a few minutes. I can explain this to y'all. Because I did write this down. Which one is this? Okay. So I wrote down the cards that I pulled and the meaning of it. So, okay. This is what I said in the video. Why Lulu took the money. The 6 of Wands, she felt she deserved it, like she was in control of what was his, and this was very ego-driven. I got the Chariot card. It talks about how she took urgency and boldness of her action, and she felt if she did not take his money, somebody else would. She wanted to beat everybody else to it. The Strength card, she knew it would look wrong, but she felt like she could handle whatever negativity that came with it. She also felt like she could manipulate her way out of the scrutiny, okay? And then the Queen of Cups. She felt like she was giving herself emotional justification over his funds. Like, oh, he would want me to have this because he always wanted to take care of me. Also feeling like she deserved compensation for what she had been through with him. So those were the cards that I got. I got the 6 of Wands, the Chariot, the Strength, and the Queen of Cups as to why she took the money from him. So then I'll tell you the cards that because I like to tell the cards that I get now because I got a lot of tarot girls that follow me. So I like to tell the cards. So then I got as to why the mother believes what Lulu has said. I got the Sun card, the Page of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the 9 of Cups. The Sun card talks about her being in denial through being optimistic and needing things to make sense for her. She is choosing what feels clear for her, what feels less negative, and is helping her cope. She wants to believe the most positive explanation, even if it don't make sense. Okay, the Page of Cups. She believes her because of the way that Lulu explained it with the emotional manipulation that Lulu used. The mother is very naive to emotional manipulation. Okay. The Four of Wands, her wanting a peaceful home front. No drama, no conflict, no chaos surrounding her son's death. She wanted peace. Okay. And then the Nine of Cups talks about her wanting emotional comfort, closure, less about what proof Lulu could provide, but more about her feeling she had answers about his passing. Because she may have another son that passed in these last 5 years that she don't know what happened, how it happened, or when it happened. So she's accepting what Lulu is bringing forward because she's looking at it from a place of, at least I have the answers. So that's what I pulled, y'all. I'm glad I wrote it down because I wanted to upload the videos, but I'm glad I wrote it down. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I just like blocked all of them. That ain't no problem for me. But yeah, so basically that's all that I got in regards to this. And I truly feel like as long as the dad side continues to push this, they're gonna get the answers that they need. But yeah, so that's what I got. um I don't really know too much about the area, but like I said, I'm gonna do my research and see what I can see. I'm gonna do my research and see what I can see. But I gotta go. I gotta run and get some sea salt because I ran out. I had a big tub of the salt, and I gotta run to Costco's because I need a big ass thing of salt. Like the salt that I had, it was like a big tub, and so I gotta go back and get a big tub. I got it from Amazon, but I need salt right now. But I need packages out tomorrow. So I don't know if my phone gonna connect. Y'all choose child. Okay. Can y'all still hear me? Y'all can hear me? Okay. Hey, my grandma always say that. I'm not gonna forget that. Like my YouTube people ain't gonna even know who Christy and Desmond is, so I guess that's why I was just like, child, I ain't posting it. But I just feel like the family ultimately will get answers. It's just gonna take some time. Oh shit, I forgot I got my darn bunny on. But it's okay. I'm just going to Costco's. I gotta get some salt, y'all. But yeah, my grandma said it all the time, y'all. But I had to take a bath first. Because for one, I felt dirty. Um, and I just wanted to clean up and get myself prepared to start making baths. What TikToker that passed? What happened? What happened? What TikToker? Tell me their name. No, I have not spoke on Girl Out Loud. Okay. Whatever, white boy. Get his life. Um, so I have never talked about the whole Girl Out Loud situation on here. But I will tell you my observation before I go. The boyfriend had a lot of bad energy on him. Not only was he jealous of Girl La La's vibrant nature, everybody keeps saying that Girl La La, he was jealous of like the fame. No, he was jealous that Girl La La truly lived in her own skin. She was who she was on and off from the public. You know what I'm saying? And he wished that he could do that. He was so jealous of that because he did not have the courage to do so. He also was very abused as a child. Like he was very abused. He went through a lot of bad abuse as a child, and he had a lot of demons that he was fighting. Girl Lala knew that she was supposed to get away from him, but like I tell y'all, every choice is life or death. God give us all a choice. You can either choose to live or you can choose to die. And so, especially sometimes we don't make the right choices. Girl Lala had been got the message. Girl La La had been got the message. He won't get that self defense claim. He can hang that up. He can hang that up. He won't get that. So yeah. But anyway, I love y'all. This was a great live. I hope you guys got a good bit more of an understanding. Like I said, I'm gonna look over some more stuff in this case and tell y'all if I see anything or hear anything else. I love y'all. I gotta get my boutte to this Costco's, and honey, Costco's is like a good grip away from my house, so I gotta pay attention because I got to get on the highway to get my behind the Costco's, and people been out here driving crazy. So yeah, I love y'all. No, E Kane is not leaving Chris. If anything, Chris will end up leaving E Kane. Okay? All right, y'all. Love y'all. Later.